Welcome to Roll More, a Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast set in space, starring all of us. My name is Cody Wilson, and I play an erudite that's having quite a fright at this most recent play, Ludo Koros. And the question that I randomly generated, because I couldn't come up with one, was how did Ludo do in school? Which is actually a really fun topic that'll come up in the future. Ludo is very good at studying and things like that. He is not good at practical applications of things. So he knows a lot of things, but he is bad at doing those things, particularly reproducing magic that he's studied. He is not good at that. And instead, he spent a lot of his time running tabletop campaign clubs.
Is this canon? Oh my god, is this real?
This is canon. He in his original incarnation, he played a bunch of temples and Octoroks.
Oh my god.
In his Zelda settings. I'll have to come up with a clever name in universe name for Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, that's my Ludo fact.
Housewives and husbands.
Housewives and husbands.
Yeah, where you simulate having a happy family. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Impossible fantasy.
Ludo has that fantasy every day.
So sad.
I'm gonna shoot it over to Ada.
That's why he plays.
Okay. Hi, my name is Ada Yan. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt somebody?
No.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, my name is Ada Yan, and I play the role of Corvus, the Wood Elf Druid. My fun fact for today is that Corvus derives their power from the moon, because Circle of the Moon. In Corvus's words, as the moon changes, so do I.
Ooh, like that.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
I believe then we'll turn it over to Lee.
Hello. My name's Glob. I'm a plasmoid. I sleep in a bucket. I'm a blob. Somebody asked me, Glob, what role do you have in the party? And I said, that's a strange question. I'm the leader and the captain, if you will, and I do what is necessary.
Oh my god.
I love the idea of mockumentary interview Glob, like Office Glob. That's what that was to me.
Lee wasn't here for this, and I guess it's a good place to make the announcement of future Patreon things. Sorry, Salem, we'll get to you in a minute. But we had discussed on the last after show doing little mini stories for our different characters. So we might have Ludo and Corvus's first meeting, or Glob going off and doing a Glob thing, and then recording that and kind of having an anthology. So that's something to look forward to in the future, dear listeners. But
join our Patreon.
Yes. But interview Glob is definitely something that I want to see.
Absolutely.
Just Glob in-character interview of Glob.
I will 100% create a full-fledged interview character just to interview Glob, and with lists of questions.
Can it be like the what we do in the shadows?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, sorry. Salem.
Yes, hello. I am Salem Strong, and I play Hayes, the Water Genasi rogue, phantom rogue. And my fun fact is that Hayes is afraid of natural disasters. The bigger, the scarier.
That's not a confession. That's just normal. That's like saying Hayes doesn't like falling off of things because it hurts.
Nah, man, I
I mean, it's
fucking
not-
love natural disasters.
Yeah.
Look,
The only
I wanted
person-
to be a storm chaser when I was a kid, so
It's like when people say it's like how we as a society think that like lactose intolerance is the weird thing, but being lactose tolerant is much weirder.
uh-huh.
But like we don't have a word, we don't say lactose tolerant. We say lactose intolerant when most people are lactose intolerant. Sorry. Go ahead, Sam.
Oh, is it me now?
It's you
Yeah.
now.
Oh, wow. My name is Sam Edgecombe. I'm your humble dungeon master. And I think with that, we've introduced everybody. So why don't we get into a recap session here? So what the fuck did you guys do last session? Let's see.
Yes, all of it.
Yeah, Glob crashed the ship into the Greenway spaceport. Just putting a big old hole through it. You guys met the dockmaster, who said that he would get somebody to come and assess the situation, appraise it, if you will, and would give you guys a cost assessment later on, which you definitely cannot afford. Then you guys made your way up to the the Greenway Rest, the little tavern and inn, which immediately Hayes and Ludo and Corvus went over to the bar and started ordering drinks, while Glob started carousing with a group of shady, rowdy individuals who, upon seeing that he can fit into tiny spaces and create prints of things on himself, have decided that they are going to enlist him for work, and they're going to come and find you and your crew later on. Meanwhile, Hayes drank a strange jarred liquid with a toad in it that allowed them to speak Sylvan for the next, month, I think?
2 months.
2 months, my apologies. But then where we left off, Glob had just come back and told you that he had made a deal with a bunch of murderers. And that is where we resume.
Glob, what are you talking about?
What murderers? What that?
It's that group of mean-looking pirates over there. I told them that I was a wanted man, and they bought it. Can you believe that? Me, plasmoid. Anyways, the ship is. I'm gonna go fix the ship because we got company coming over.
Hayes is very worried. Hayes is trying to figure out which problem to fucking tackle first. The murderous pirates that we just got a job from, apparently, or letting Glob anywhere near the ship again. Hayes is gonna. No, go ahead.
I would say this is like in a cartoon. Glob walks away, and all three of the other characters have their like jaws on the floor, like they
Yeah.
just like boom.
I'm leaving. Bye. I'm gonna glob away now.
Hey, Glob! Wait! Come back!
Okay.
Why don't you sit here with Corvus and Ludo and have a little drink real quick? Just chill out for like a minute, and then we'll go back to the ship. How about that?
I can't sit. I don't have a butt.
I put him in his bucket and then put him up on a stool.
Hey.
There you go.
Hi, everybody.
Ludo drops some peanuts in the bucket.
Ooh, food. Nom.
For
Very
Hayes,
much feeding Calcifer from.
Oh my god,
Calcifer.
yes.
Aw.
Yes.
Hayes wants to get a look at the shady group.
Yeah, I mean, you know where they're sitting. Like, you can get a good look at them. You can see the sort of fancily dressed man with these sort of crystal blue eyes. You can see the other sort of taller, lithe gentleman flipping through this little booklet. You can't tell much about it. Are you looking for anything in particular? You see that there's
Do
like
I recognize
6 or 7 of
anybody?
them. Make a history check.
Okay. That is a 10 total.
A 10 total. You
Mhm.
don't recognize anyone there. These people look like they could be... Maybe they're some kind of traders. Maybe they are just sort of low-level pirates. They could be bounty hunters. They kind of have that look about them, sort of a smaller ragtag group. It's difficult to tell.
Okay.
Ludo kind of like waves at the bartender and says, "Hey, can we get some more peanuts?"
You want...
Corvus dumps. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Corvus dumps their tea into Glob's bucket, saying, "Peppermint tea is good for your digestion."
Just soaks it up like a sponge.
I'm just saying that it was a good thing it wasn't caffeinated.
Uh-oh. I'll have to remember that.
It's like that squirrel in Hoodwink. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh my god, yeah. The dwarven man who's behind the bar pulls up literally like a metal bucket and like this chipped glass bowl and just pours some loose peanuts out of this old metal bucket.
Yeah, I've been to Logan's.
Yeah, peanut shells all over the floor.
Hey, mister, you got a lot of food on the ground here. Do you need help cleaning it up?
No, don't worry about it. The rats will take care of it later.
I can eat those too.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, you got all this food on the ground. Rats or food or pets. I don't know. It's fuzzy. Anyways, I can eat stuff and and I clean it up for money.
Are you... Okay, so you are offering yourself as services.
Ah,
I'm sorry, this is very unorthodox. I'm just... You're offering to eat our rats for us.
well, yeah, I don't want them to go to waste.
I can do that too.
Alright,
Ludo stands up and walks away.
The mid-speech, the dwarf just kind of looks over at you, Corvus, horrified.
Corvus stares him down.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, okay. Unintentional. Rolling. Got a 12.
12 total. You don't have any bonus to intimidation?
I actually have a -1.
Oh, okay. He kind of shrugs it off. And how much are you looking to get paid to rid us of our rats?
2 copper.
Maybe a little
pieces.
more than that.
More than that. Corvus, what comes after 2?
Food. We want it to cover
We want
our
food
bill.
more.
Yes, we want it to cover our bill.
I'm sorry, but... Okay, you want to cover your bill.
Yes.
Alright, how about this? We'll see how many rats you can get, and then we'll see if it covers your bill, alright?
Okay, ready, set, go. Ah!
Both of you make perception checks.
Oh, okay.
By the way, while this is happening, Hayes is like just kind of not directly staring at them, but kind of like the shady people, just trying to figure out how the fuck they can like get over there and get a look at that book.
Okay, I mean, the bar, they're sitting not at the bar, but at a table next to it, so you could maybe try to slyly move your way down the bar to get sort of behind them, but...
I would like to say, like, I think Glob's actions are pretty distracting and would probably count as the help action, maybe?
I'd allow that.
Okay. I got a
Okay, cool.
16 -2 for perception. I mean,
Okay.
18 -2 for 16.
Okay.
I have 13 + 4.
Oh my gosh. Both of you whip around, and you can see that
Rats everywhere.
Pretty much. There are at least 3 rats immediately just carrying like dropped like crumples of bread and stuff like that just towards a hole in the wall.
Can
probably
I
about 10
can I
feet away from you.
Can I insert a kind of upper crust lady with her yappy little dog that wandered into this place because her vehicle broke down, and maybe mistake that yappy little dog?
Wait, what did you even just say?
What was that?
Yeah. I used to there are rats everywhere. I was saying that maybe there's like a upper crust woman, like hoity-toity woman, who's got a
asking if there's
yappy
like
little dog.
Are you asking if there's a Karen
And maybe
in the bar?
No. I'm wondering, like,
Okay.
maybe there's like she's got like one of those little shaking dogs, and
Chihuahua.
maybe Glob. Space Chihuahua.
Oh, wait.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Like,
Are you sorry? Because I'm just trying to
Wawa.
clarify. Are you a Wawa? Are you asking if Glob would mistake the dog for a rat?
I'm saying he definitely would if he's given the option. And
let me make a roll real quick. Hold on. Okay. Because this is high caliber stuff, and only the fates can decide if this dog exists or not.
It's a mix between a Chihuahua and a Chinese crested.
This is
So,
like a
Chirestra?
Okay, so I'm gonna roll, and if I roll above a 10, then this dog exists and this woman. If I roll 10 or below, there is no dog immediately in sight. Okay.
There is no dog.
Schrodinger's dog, yes.
Okay. Glob, you whip around this small creature, dog-like, definitely furry, but with slightly more reptilian eyes, a little more sinister. It's about the size of a Chihuahua, and you see it's attached to this sort of tight, very like nice fabric leash, and on the other side of this leash is a very tall, elegant woman dressed in very flamboyant scarves and robes, and next to her, sitting at this table, is the most tired-looking butler you've ever seen in your life.
Glob's gonna advance on that Crestois, like
The Crestois?
giving up any sort of semblance of humanoid form, and just go at it like a white blood cell after the Rona.
Oh my
God. Okay. This is not where I thought we'd be this quickly into this early on in the episode.
You should underestimate us.
Make an attack roll, I guess. Or
Attack
wait,
roll
are you like just charging for it, or are you trying to sneak up on
I'm
it?
trying to grapple.
Grapple? Okay,
And
well,
this is not hidden in the least. Like, this is
okay.
about as blatant as it can be.
Okay, in that case, I believe it's you make a strength or dexterity check.
Yeah, athletics.
Oh, you make
against a
athletics,
contested,
and I
yeah.
make okay.
Yeah. So I got a 8 plus 2 for 10.
8 plus 2 for 10?
athletics.
Ooh, I rolled an 11. You sweep over across the floor with lightning speed, and just as your rapid movement begins, you see those little reptilian eyes lock onto you and brace itself, and you crash into it, and the two of you begin tumbling underneath. The woman is kind of pulled down. She was holding the leash, and her face smacks against the table as her arm is yanked down. And then the leash goes free and just disappears. You guys are now underneath the benches and tables of the bar in sort of this lower light space that you both fit under.
I feel like this has become like a full-on cat fight, where it's just like let's have that bite
Almost
between
definitely.
the two of us.
Corvus, what are you doing?
So Corvus, at the same time Glob lunged toward that dog, would like to transform into a Actually, may I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay, so for the rats, how much HP am I allowed to know how much they have?
Make a nature check on these particular rats.
Okay. Oh, 5 plus 3 for 8.
For 8, it's difficult to tell. You've encountered a lot of different rodent creatures in your time. It could be anywhere from, in the realms of 2 HP to 10 HP. It's difficult to tell.
So on a scale of 2 to
Hefty
10,
guy.
what would you say?
Is it delicate or hefty?
These are very large rats. They move a
Damn,
little
they
bit.
hefty.
They move a little bit more like ferrets than rat, or like they're a little bit more ferret-like than rat-like.
Would you call them rodents?
They are rodents, yeah.
And are they of unusual size?
It depends on where you're from in the galaxy.
So, while I'm deciding what beast to transform into, may I ask what the size is of the hole they just appeared into?
I'd say that the hole itself is probably... Let's see. I'll say 8 by 8, roughly. It's about 8 inches.
Okay, so a medium beast like a giant poison snake would be able to fit through it.
Yeah. You know what? I'd say in that very specific scenario, yeah, sure, why not?
All right. Well, in that case, Corvus waved their cape over themselves and transformed into a giant poisonous snake.
Okay.
And
the people
seeing that-
at the bar next to you immediately push back and topple over each other as this giant snake just coils down.
Ludo sees this and just starts clapping nervously, yeah, good job, Corvus, that's great. Check this out.
Mm-hmm.
While all this fucking madness is happening, Hayes is absolutely going to try and sneak over and either at least look at it, or if they can, swipe it. The book.
Okay, it's in the man's hands right now, so swiping it would be a bit difficult. But go ahead and make a stealth check with advantage.
If he's holding it, or if it's in his hands, but if he goes to put it in his pocket or something, definitely want to try and get that.
For sure. First, just go ahead and make your stealth check to get over there.
Fuck. Shit. God
You have
damn.
advantage.
Okay, cool. That's right. Okay, alright. 21 total.
21 total.
Yep,
Okay.
I rolled a 2 and then a 19.
Alright, so you begin to...
You're a rogue. Why do you only have +2 to your stealth? What's happening over there?
Oh wait, no, I read the wrong one. Okay, so that's 23.
It's better.
23? Yeah, you just kind of sidle your way over. You're kind of patting people on the shoulder, pretending you're greeting a friend or something. They don't really care. But you manage to get as close as possible to them, as natural, without them seeming to really give a second thought about it. Go ahead and make a perception check for me now.
Okay.
Because he is still holding it, so this is more so if you want to kind of look over your shoulder, try to get a glance at it.
You said perception?
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay. You can see that this book, it looks like it's filled with paper pages, but the closer you look, it's more like this sort of flexible glass, almost, that is advanced enough to sort of have the same flippability as paper. But you can see it's more like a hologram screen that is depicting a bunch of different faces of people with different, numbers underneath them. You would recognize this as a book of essentially of bounty heads that is connected to a what's the term I'm looking for? Like a mainframe, basically, like a database where they when a new bounty comes in, he'd be able to see it directly in this book.
Damn. Okay. Interesting. Cool.
Yeah, so that is what the book is. Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, Ludo is trying to prevent the panic by making it seem like it's an act. So
okay,
he's
make either a deception or performance check.
So 18.
At first, people aren't buying it, but the more you just insist on this, the more they start to believe you. And you have a couple people kind of clapping now and kind of invested, and you unintentionally because a couple people saw Glob tackle the dog under the table. They see this snake going for these like rat creatures and stuff. People start to kind of form this loose ring where they are now shouting and cheering as they hear the commotion going on under the tables. A couple people are now exchanging money back and forth. You've essentially created a betting ring in the middle of this inn.
Oh my fucking god.
Ludo like slams his hand into his own face, and he's just like, "Oh, what did I do?"
Okay,
The
what
right
is
thing.
what is Snake Corvus doing exactly? Are you going for the rats in the hole?
Yeah, from the moment Corvus perceived those rats, they honed in and are diving into that hole.
Okay. What is the movement speed of a giant poisonous snake?
It is 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. The rats obviously beat you into the hole, but you slither through. You kind of break through this ring parts a little bit, and they let you pass. And they see you go inside the hole, and people start cheering more wildly. And then you see a guy kind of push through the crowd and put down a set of goggles and click them on, and you see these sort of like screens appear on them as he's kind of watching through the walls and updating everybody in the ring on exactly what he's seeing through these goggles as you chase after these rats. Go ahead and make an athletics check as using the, what is that, the strength stat of the snake?
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
that would be +0.
Okay, yeah. Physical attributes
God.
become the creatures. Your mental attributes stay the same.
Okay, it's 5.
It's 5.
Yeah.
You're having a little bit of difficulty getting up through the inner workings of this wall. Let me make some quick rolls for the rat creatures, the rodents.
Corvus's bear mind is feeling very claustrophobic right now.
What was your roll again?
5.
5. Okay. There is one that is sort of starting to lag behind as the others scramble up. You're gaining on at least one of them. Everyone else is watching this. Everyone in the ring is essentially watching this weird, like, reverse pachinko machine situation as this snake chases after these rats through the in-between of the inn's walls. Meanwhile, Glob, are you about to throw down with this dog under the table?
Oh, it's already throwing down. Just imagine two gerbils fighting.
Okay.
Glob's a small creature, so
I would like you to make an attack roll then, an unarmed strike, unless you're using some kind of weapon.
oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh my God.
Okay.
God damn.
R.I.P. dog.
And which means nothing, because it is unarmed strike, and I do 1 point of unarmed damage.
Just 1 point?
That's right.
Even with a natural 20, it's not double?
You only double the dice you roll, and you don't roll any dice with an unarmed strike.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fair enough. No, it's not fair enough, but okay.
No.
Okay, so you come in and you just kind of hit this this dog. It takes the hit, no problem. It kind of absorbs it into itself and then retaliates back against your tendril. What's your armor class?
18.
18. I only rolled a 16 to hit. So this dog grapples onto your gummy jello plasmoid flesh, but it doesn't hurt you at all because you're made of jello. And is just kind of using you like a chew toy, tug-of-war toy. And it's just the strangest thing as you just kind of stretch out more and more.
Not expecting the Crestwa to fight back. Glob is gonna like leap straight up, slamming their body into the table poof, with a thud, and then just shoot out like a spooked cat.
You're gonna escape?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
Even though you're winning?
What's the dog saying? Because Ludo speaks animals now.
Wait, is that just a passive thing that you can speak to animals?
It's at will. I can just assume Ludo's always
Oh my
going to
God.
be casting it.
Ow.
Just assume Ludo always casts it because it's at will. I
Okay.
can just do it.
Well, here's what you hear as Glob tries to scared cat run away. This creature whips around. What are we calling this creature again?
Crestwa.
A Crestwa. The Crestwa whips around and says, "Get back over here, motherfucker!" and grabs Glob with a 23 to hit, and like kind of wrenches as Glob tries to get away.
Can I just stay stuck on Glob's posterior?
Yeah, I
So
mean you're
Glob
super
darts to the door.
stretchy. Yeah.
Like Glob's dash to the door is a lot like an ET kind of dash with like two flaily.
Oh my god.
You do take 3 points of piercing damage though.
Okay.
As this thing bites you.
Okay.
You're not grappled or anything though. Are you like straight up bolting for the door, like get out of the tavern?
Yes.
Okay.
Like a spooked cat.
Go ahead and make an athletics check for me because there's a lot of people around.
With advantage though, because he's tiny.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
with
that's-
advantage 100%.
Athletics? Why
Yeah.
do I get advantage for being tiny?
Well, you can slip through super tight spaces, so like people's legs aren't
Oh,
gonna
I'm
put that
trying to
much
move
of a
through their
hindrance
spaces.
on you. Yeah.
I was gonna
Okay.
say that we're showing off all of our really cool abilities and stuff for this future job, and then this happens, and I'm like, maybe not, never mind. They're gonna be like, we'll call you.
Yeah, we'll call you. Yeah, I was thinking it's like Glob's gonna have to deal with this. That's a 5 and an 8.
A 5 and an 8. In your panic, you go to dart out. You get like probably 15 feet away, but there is this ring of people, and you kind of smash into them.
Oh, I know what I do. I know what I do.
Okay.
Glob sees Ludo there, and then just an ally, and just like leaps and just sticks to your face.
So it's a Scooby Doo situation, is it?
Yes, with
Ludo.
the dog stuck on Glob.
So it's even more of a Scooby Doo situation. Ludo is just standing there holding the glob and the dog, and he's just like, "Oh,
the dog is immediately after you. I assume Glob kind of knocks you down. I mean, with that much force hitting your face.
yeah."
You are on the
Probably,
floor. You now can just barely hear people going like, "I got $10 on the kid," as you scramble.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
What are the shady pirates doing?
The shady pirates, they couldn't see what was happening at first. They just saw a bunch of people sort of gathering together, but now a couple of them are standing up. One of them is up on their chairs, kind of relaying information to what you can assume is the captain, who's just kind of nodding along and smiling. Some
What's
of
the
the
guy
crew,
with the book doing?
the guy with the book.
Uh-huh.
Give me 1 second. I'll roll to see if he's distracted enough to
Okay.
do what you want him to do. Yeah, he hears this, and then he closes the book, puts it into sort of a satchel on his back, and also stands up on his chair and is looking over the crowd. He's way taller than anyone else in the crew. And he's kind of shouting and trying to toss coins into the gambling ring. But the book is now in a different position. He's no longer holding it.
Okay, I want to try and engage him in conversation and place a bet against him, but I want to pat his back, and try and
Like a sleight of hand, kind
Yeah.
of pickpocket.
Okay, so you're gonna try to gamble with him?
yeah.
I think the gamble is just a ruse to get an opportunity to pickpocket the book, right?
Yes, but I'm still gonna. I would have to place a bet in order to do it.
Okay, so you walk over to him. What do you say?
I got 5 gold on the dog.
5 gold on the dog. I think it's going to be the strange pudding creature. I think that's the one. But I'll take that bet. He kind of he kind of kneels down and slaps some gold on the table. That's for our bet. And he's locked eyes on what's happening in the
All right.
the ring.
While he's leaning over, I'm gonna pat him on his back, and hopefully none of the other people can see.
Okay.
Should I roll for sleight of hand?
Yes, you definitely should.
Fuck. Could I get advantage because he's distracted?
I would like Glob and Ludo to both roll charisma checks.
Okay.
Like charisma saves or charisma?
Checks.
Okay.
Just straight charisma. Or performance. If your performance is better, you can do performance.
That's 18 plus 1 for 19.
That's a natural one.
You do have a
sorry,
slime creature stuck to your head. So.
Yeah. I've gotten Ludo is knocked onto the ground. He is not doing any convincing of anyone right now.
Glob, you're making a display of it. You're milking this audience. Ludo, you cannot currently breathe. As we have established,
anybody helping me?
As we have established before, Glob can suffocate people if he goes around their head. So
Ludo does the only thing. Okay, so here's what happens. Right, Ludo is laying there on the ground, and he's like pinned down by Glob. He's struggling to breathe. And you know that scene in Aladdin where he's underwater and Genie's like, you got to make a wish, Al. It's kind of like that. Ludo like fumbles with his lighter and he like flips it, and you hear like a muffled, "I wish I had a friend." And from so you guys, everyone in the bar sees Ludo's tattoos start to glow. The chains around his wrist start to glow. They turn gold. Like they look for just a moment like they're actual like gold like bracelets. And from his lighter, like this sort of, or actually, do you want to describe this part, Sam? I don't know exactly how you want like.
Oh, I mean, it's your moment. If you have a description you want to do, then you go for it.
Okay, so you guys see from the lighter, sort of like this sort of puff of smoke shoots out of the lighter and takes the form of a small, very cute pseudo dragon that lands on the ground and begins to pull at Glob.
Yeah, and you can hear this kind of like just like this high-pitched like little growl as it tries to pull on Glob. So now there is a fourth member in the mix as Ludo summons for the first time his familiar, and the crowd loses it. Anyone who's collecting bets at this point, though, is just kind of like shaking their head because now there's a new person to be placing bets on. People are trying to change their bets. Now a dragon is in the mix. It's a mess. Salem, you may roll sleight of hand with advantage.
Thank fucking God. Okay, that's better. Okay, 17 total.
17 total?
Yep.
Against his passive perception as he's in the middle of something,
that
will do it. You just gingerly manage to pull out this booklet. You're not searching for anything else in the satchel, right? You're just going for the booklet?
Yep, just the booklet, and I'm going to pocket it as soon as I can.
Okay, yeah, you kind of grab it and flick it out so there's not like much rattling or anything. You just kind of whip it up and it pops out naturally, and then you catch it and put it into your own pocket.
Man, did you see that? A fucking dragon got in there. Holy shit, dude.
What? Oh, God. Would you mind changing the bet?
Yeah, okay, let's change the bet. What do you want?
I transfer my bet of 10 to the dragon.
All right, I've got it on the glob thing.
Okay. Corvus. Make another athletics check for me real quick. There are now like two separate betting rings happening, one of which is watching this like cockfight between Glob, the dog creature, the dragon, and Ludo.
Halfling.
Yeah, and then the other one is this slightly smaller group of people that are betting on something that only one guy can see, which is this snake climbing up trying to get these rats. This perfectly pleasant inn turned into the shadiest gambling ring so quickly.
Oh man.
How we haven't even been here for like half an hour. What the fuck?
Yeah, you guys work fast. This place will never be the same. What did Corvus roll for athletics?
A nat 20.
Nat 20.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It was a little bit difficult, new skin as it is, getting used to being a snake, all those different muscles and stuff. But now you're getting it, and you're just cruising up. You can see the fear in the rat's eyes. You catch up to one of them. What are you doing? Are you going for it?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
As Glob said, like a white blood cell after that Rona.
Yeah.
So I roll a dice of 20.
Yeah, you roll the d20, and then you're gonna add whatever. Hold on. I assume that this poisonous snake has a bite attack or something.
It says
Yeah,
here,
bite. Melee
bite.
weapon test, so +6.
Okay, so I rolled a 1. Do I add 6?
If you rolled a natural 1, it is a natural 1.
Oh, okay. So it's just
You bite up, and very like classic like Disney crocodile style, you go to like lunge up, and the rat kind of does the splits across your mouth and is just kind of standing there holding this like half of an orange above its head, just like shaking in fear, and then you kind of close and it launches itself up a little bit higher.
Could it be Kin?
It is.
She didn't recognize him, and it's like, oh, it's Kin.
It is not Kin. I will say that this particular rat is not Kin.
And it's just a rat, right? It's not.
Yeah, it's not a rat skin.
It's just a very large rat.
It's
It does
Gus.
It does not. Yeah. No, that's sad.
That raises another question. Sam, what are the rats saying?
Well,
Can you hear anything through
You
Glob?
can't hear the rats.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Glob exists, and then okay.
Glob
Yeah.
exists.
I
That's-
will not
that-
voice every animal that you run into. I will say this now.
There's some Lovecraftian terror to hear the rats speaking in the walls.
Oh my god.
You should just like pick random animals to like make me roll for psychic damage.
It'd be like
Okay.
the squirrels episode of Rick and Morty. I don't know if any of you have seen that.
Absolutely, yeah.
So lost me.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a
Okay.
question, Sam.
Yes.
It says that there's poison damage if the target fails a DC 11 Constitution.
That is
saving
if
throw.
you actually manage to bite them. You did not land the hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
We'll get to that next round. Right now,
Got it.
you're like right up in with them. They are having to kind of jump and swirl around your head to try not to get bit by you. It's kind of like shooting fish in a barrel, but you're missing right now.
Amazing.
Because Ada is learning about snakes, it makes me think that Corvin is learning about snakes. And I'm just like a little headspace for her. It's like, oh, what are these? Oh, they have like really long teeth. Oh, I probably have some poison. Okay, I got a long body. Okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
Just,
And
just
then
dip my
eventually
toe in the
Corvus.
pool.
And then eventually Corvus just has to have the thought of, oh shit, I have to go backwards.
Awful.
Okay. Meanwhile, there is another more concerning fighting ring happening. I need Glob and Ludo to roll initiative. I think. I think we've reached that point.
Okay.
Actually,
Ludo-
I'd like all of you to roll initiative real quick. Everyone
I got a
involved.
nat 1.
Oh god.
Just so we can kind of figure out the orders of this.
I got a nat 1 plus 4 for 5.
Okay.
I have an 8, I think.
That is a 10 plus 2 for 12.
12.
Corvus has an 8 plus 1 for 9.
Hayes got a 6 total.
Hayes got a 6 total. Okay. So here's how this is going to shake out, guys. That was a 6 total for Hayes, you said?
Yup.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of ignore the fact that Glob got the 8, and we're gonna say that it's basically the turn now is going to go Ludo and Glob situation, Corvus, Hayes, whatever
Cool.
you guys are up to in that order. So right now we're at Ludo and Glob. Ludo, you have first go in this situation. You can hear people kind of muffled shouting at you. It's like you're in a weird sensory deprivation tank, but just for your head.
Okay. So I think
You can see a
what
lot of
Ludo-
peanuts floating around you.
there's peanuts everywhere. You hear Ludo just kind of like a muffled ah, and so Ludo is going to how do I want to do this? So he's going to use his bonus action to have the pseudo dragon try to use the pseudo dragon's attack to try and pull Glob off,
Okay.
rather than like actually attacking. Is that because I took the Eldritch Invocation so that I could use my bonus action to have him attack? Can I use him to instead pull?
In this
Grapple.
situation, I definitely allow you to make him make a strength check or an athletics check or something to try to pull Glob off. It's essentially like a shove action, I guess.
Okay, yeah, I'll have him do the shove action, and
would Glob resist this at all, Lee?
By the pseudo dragon?
Yeah, just trying to just pull you off real quick.
Yeah, it's by the pseudo dragon. They would.
Okay, so you'll make a opposed strength check then.
That's an 11.
Okay.
13 plus 2 for 15.
Okay, the pseudo dragon's trying real hard. I'd say it's enough that you can kind of breathe, but Glob is still clinging to the side of your face, gripping for dear life as both the dog and the pseudo dragon are coming at him.
Okay, so now that Ludo can breathe, he takes in a big breath and says, "Glob, get off me!"
Okay, Glob drops off.
The pseudo dragon is still grabbed onto you, snarling and pulling at you.
Ludo
oh gosh,
sends,
I got the pseudo dragon on one end, the dog on the other, pulling him like taffy.
You are actually being stretched in two different directions at the moment.
Ludo sends telepathic communication to the pseudo dragon to let go.
Okay, the pseudo
Because
dragon.
that's a thing the pseudo dragon can do.
Yeah, the pseudo dragon immediately lets go and kind of curls back around, just trots around the floor over back to you and kind of nuzzles into your face and starts purring.
Ludo pets the dragon gently.
A lot of the people who saw the pseudo dragon trying to pull it off and stuff like that start cheering, and now they're just kind of aw. They just kind of drop their excitement as they realize that the dragon is not really a participant in this spat, and neither is the kid. A lot of people just lost a lot of money.
Including me.
Well,
you bet on Glob. You changed your bet.
Yeah.
You win.
Yeah, but then he quit.
Oh,
No,
yeah, I guess he did.
Did Glob didn't quit yet?
No,
Well,
Glob's
he
still
got off
fighting. He's still fighting the dog, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the bet
Oh,
was
shit, that's right,
versus the
yeah.
dog, not versus Ludo.
Yeah. The guy you just robbed lost the bet.
Yeah. So I robbed him twice.
Yeah. All right, Glob. It's your turn. You're faced with this creature of demonic origin.
Okay. So you see the metal shards floating from the glob just eject from the surface like Wolverine talons, and the glob quivers and just stands up on a single pseudopod, and the knives bear down on the dog as Glob feels like this is the end. Being thrown to the ground and the dragon chewing on them and the dog.
Oh, fuck.
Just is Glob raging?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Are these? Do these count as
These are gonna be
daggers? These little shards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just daggers.
Okay.
Oh
Didn't we
shit!
just have a conversation about pet death?
Yeah, we did. We got a reckless attack for a crit.
God.
For
Oh, fuck.
26. So that's 2d4. 8 points of damage plus an additional 2 for rage. So 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage?
Oh my god.
Okay. Unless you want to describe it, you bear down and just hack through this reptile dog creature kind of tumbles across the floor.
Yeah.
It manages to stand up again. It is not dead.
Oh, thank God.
Okay. And then seeing it on the defensive, it once again, like a white blood cell, just tries to whelm this dog, and then we'll use the spikes in Glob's body to try to finish it off with a bonus action for another attack. It's another reckless.
Okay.
Oh shit! You're not gonna believe me. So it was a reckless attack, and it was another critical.
Are you serious?
This poor pepper.
Oh my gosh!
I get to roll with advantage as a barbarian if I attack.
I know you do.
So just barbarian champion fighter and just go to town.
It's a legit thing, yeah. I rolled high this time, so that's 7 on the roll plus 2, so 7, 9, and then plus an additional 4 for 14. No, not 14, but 13.
Would you like to describe
how you murder
the
this
fatality
dog?
of this creature?
Yeah,
Let's not call it a dog. Notice how I specifically didn't call it a dog.
It's not a dog.
Far.
It's a crustwa. Yep. 2 pseudopods loop around from the left and right from the crustwa, and then wrap around its feet, stringing it, suspending it, and then the daggers, the shards come down in the middle and split it in half. And then both halves are just thrown up in the air and gobbled up.
I want to interject just for a second because Ludo is there for this. Ludo, as Glob lifts this creature up and it's entangled and restrained, and you can see the recognition in its eyes of what's about to happen, you just see it stare Glob straight in the face and just says, "Do it." As Glob, slice it in half and gobble it up. Anything else?
In this frenzied rage, like the form that was Glob, they usually try to keep kind of a humanoid figure, and now it's just like choppy ocean water. Ooh. With knives poking up and down occasionally. It's going to turn to the closest thing that's not Ludo and lunge at it.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
The closest thing I mean, there's a bunch of people surrounding you. So
wait, are we still in initiative?
Yeah. We are actually, yeah. So
thank God.
The three things that popped up in my mind was the bartender. Yeah. The lady had a leash on the crustwa.
Yep.
So she's within just 5 feet or so. And then the pseudo dragon. So in my mind, like in my headspace, that's what I see. I don't know what you see.
Yeah, that's so. We'll actually, but Hayes makes a good point. We will get to that in just a second because you've done your movement.
I wasn't attacking. I was just using my movement to move.
Okay, well in that case,
aggressively towards a target.
Yeah, the bartender would be close. There's a lot of people around you. The pseudo dragon would be the closest thing other than Ludo to you.
Do you want me to roll a 1d3 and just?
Yeah. I'll just in my head I'll assign them numbers.
Okay, I'll roll a d6 and divide it by 2.
Okay.
So I got a 2, so that's a 1.
A 1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the bartender.
Okay. Then Glob advances with intent to kill towards the bartender.
Okay. We will get back to that in a second. So in that case, we'll switch actually quickly back over to Corvus.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the walls. You are surrounded by rats. I assume you're just going full frenzy.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and make another attack for me.
Okay, this time it's a 12.
We're going
12?
murder hobo on animals.
That will hit. A 12 will hit the rats. especially in
Okay.
this kind of proximity.
Mhm.
So go ahead and
Okay.
roll your damage and
It was Glob.
yep.
That was
dog.
canonical, by the way.
Yeah. So for damage, it says 6 with something in parentheses. So
Yeah, so that's what it would be. Is it's 1d4 plus 4.
okay,
The 6 doesn't matter. And
Okay.
then I'll make a Constitution saving throw as a rat.
got it. I got a 3 plus 4 for 7.
7 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean 7 points of damage is that's gonna do the rat. I don't even need to roll the Constitution saving throw. You just
Awesome.
swallow that thing whole. If you would like in this proximity, I'll let you do a second attack to see if you can get another rat.
Awesome. Yes, please. I'm
Go
hungry.
for it.
I got a 7.
I'm hungry.
A 7 total?
Yeah.
Okay, that the other ones, fear deep in their eyes, are scrambling around you madly as they watch their friend get just sucked down by you, one hand up, Terminator style.
Oh.
You do not manage to catch another one this go, but you've gotten one of the rats.
Suck down like a little boba bubble.
Yep. Oh god. They have fully abandoned the food that they were carrying, which they are actually using to pelt down to try to hit you in the face.
Oh, smart. The sound is like
The like 6 people that are betting on this are losing their fucking minds.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can Ludo hear the rats now?
No, they're in the wall.
Oh yeah. I thought
Yeah.
he just couldn't hear him because of glob around his head.
No, he can't hear them because he's too far away to hear them.
Damn.
Yeah. Sorry. But it is we're back to you now, Hayes. So what is Hayes up to? This isn't like this doesn't have to be combat centric at all, so
yeah.
it's just sort of
There's like a momentary little like celebration of like yeah, like I won like the bet or whatever. But then I see Glob start to lose it and I'm like, oh shit, okay. And
which,
so
by the way,
you
do get handed 10 gold pieces.
Awesome. So I go and grab the little bucket that we have for Glob, and I go and just like try and like smack it on top of him and like catch him before he can attack the bartender.
Interesting. I'd consider this a grapple check.
Okay.
Roll for Pokeball?
Yeah, roll for
Yeah.
At this rate, you guys might have to get a Pokeball for Glob just so you could contain him. Yeah, so it's contested athletics, I think. So
all right, that
you can
is
roll athletics
a
too,
13 total.
Okay. I got a 10 plus 2.
Okay, you manage, Glob, you are just enraged, hyper-focused, you're barreling towards this pseudo-dragon. Ludo, you see this and kind of clutch it away, and then darkness comes over you, Glob. And you just hit a wall and kind of splash back up and around. Hayes, you probably have to like jump on top of the bucket to keep him down.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, catching the cursed, what are the balls called in Quidditch that are like cursed that fly around?
Bludgers.
The bludgers, yeah.
Bludgers, yes.
Yeah, just holding that down as the bucket
Which are
just shifts around.
Which are canonically made of solid iron.
Oh my
Is that what we call it in Canada?
Canonically.
But they're made of solid iron, which means these kids are getting hit with fucking like cannonballs.
Dude, wizards are built different.
Trap.
I feel like the only place safer than Hogwarts is the beach of Normandy. In the invasion.
Sorry.
Amazing.
Yes.
Okay, but you currently have Glob sustained. Would this be like, would the darkness and stuff be enough to like calm Glob down and the sort of
yes,
echoey rhythmic of the bucket?
Yes, I think as you described, there's a slamming ding, 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 as the bucket kind of scoots around a little bit, but then after like just a few seconds go by, and then it calms down quickly. So that actually plays really well into the rage because there's nothing for me to attack. Like I have to either take damage or I have to attack something.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's no
So
there's no
like
enemy
perfect.
for you to attack. unless you
Yeah.
consider the bucket an enemy.
Well, I could attack myself, or I could attack the bucket, but that's
But would
I
Glob
mean,
would
if
Glob do
you're-
that?
no.
Yeah.
Especially when bucket's home.
Can we
It's essentially
acknowledge?
like
No,
that
go
was
ahead.
a genius move. That was like throwing a blanket over a noisy bird.
Yeah. Can we acknowledge for a second that Glob has the potential to basically be like, what is it, the T-1000 like liquid Terminator, essentially?
What?
Just an absolute
Yep.
killing machine.
Oh my god.
That's his art. Glob's the big bad.
Yep. Okay.
Ludo like shakily stands up with his dragon on his shoulder.
There are some yells of excitement for the people that like technically won. With the bucket being placed over Glob, the money is exchanged, and everybody kind of is like goes back to doing whatever they were doing, except for the 6 people that are watching the snake game. We're back to Corvus.
All right.
Are you still just chasing after these rats hardcore?
Yeah, I won't stop until they're dead.
Okay.
Hard Corvus.
Yeah. Clever.
In that case, go ahead and make another attack for me.
Okay. I got an 18.
Okay. Yep. So go ahead and I guess roll your damage.
Okay.
I'll be shocked if one of these rats survives.
Okay, so that would be the same. Another 7.
Yep. That's another rat gone, swallowed, destroyed, annihilated.
Slurp.
Yep.
Slurp. Oh my god.
And go ahead and give me one more.
All right.
I think there's I originally described 3 rats, so there is only one left.
It's like
This is
cowering in
another
the
7.
corner. Yeah. What's really great is when she comes back, turns into a bird, and tries to feed us.
Yeah. And actually, as this happens, you kind of crest up through these like nicks in the wall and kind of plateau out into this kind of in between floor space instead, so it's kind of flatter and there's a little bit more headroom. And you can see the rat is now just there waiting for you. You can see that this one has a scar across its eye. It's wearing bacon as like a bandolero. It's ready to throw down.
Oh, boss rat.
Yep.
I got a 7 though.
7.
Yeah.
A 7 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay. You strike forward and the rat like rolls out of the way. As you kind of clamp down next to it, the rat is going to go ahead and try to attack now.
Oh.
Yep.
Rude.
Yeah, how rude of it to actually have a shot at living.
To try and fight back.
What? Well, that's a 24 to hit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What the fuck? This is a jacked rat.
Because that was a natural 20.
Oh wow.
Shit, we're rolling hot tonight.
Yep. So, let's see. You take... As a snake, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as this rat kind of rolls past you and then comes down and just like body slams on top of your head.
Oh my god. Okay, slightly concussed, and that's 7 hit points.
It is now your turn. At this point, the guy with the goggles is kind of running now around up the side of the stairs that leads to the second floor to try to regain visual on what's happening. The other people are following behind. He's shouting back to them. Bets are still being exchanged. Now there's a new player in the game. Yeah, would you like to go ahead and make another attack roll for me?
Yes.
All right.
It's a 14.
A 14?
Yeah.
That definitely hits.
Okay.
Hey, Sam, can Ludo do something?
Yeah, what would Ludo like to do? Sorry, I kind of brushed over. It should have technically been your turn before.
Well, Ludo would like to attempt to grab the X-ray specs from the guy. And if he's successful in that, he would like to cast a spell on the rat.
Okay, go. I guess go ahead and make a sleight of hand check to see if you can.
Or
just
actually, can I
really...
just like say, "Hey, can I borrow that for just a second?"
Well, he's immediately like, no, man, I'm in the middle of something. What the hell are you talking about? Get away from me.
Yeah, the Ludo tries to snatch it.
Okay, go ahead and make a either strength check or a sleight of hand check, I guess, depending on how you want to go about doing it.
That is a 15 plus, I guess, sleight of hand, because I have a -2 to strength. So 17.
17? Yeah, you whip
17.
those right off of his face. It's like, hey, come on, man. And then you just press them up against your eyes. You do have visual on this weird rat snake showdown that's happening. What is the spell you want to cast?
Never mind.
What? What do you mean?
I misread charm. I misread charm person.
Oh my god!
My apologies.
You don't have charm rat
actually,
prepared?
Is there is there any like room in the space they're in, or is it just like the tiny area?
I mean, like for you to get in there? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
No. This is there's like
Guard.
wall in between,
Okay.
walls and steps between you and them. Like they're in between the floor and the ceiling.
Then Ludo determines he can do nothing and hands them back.
Okay.
So it's canonical that he just like forcibly takes these glasses. He's like, "Come on, give these." Puts them on. It's like, "Oh, never mind." And just hands them back.
He snatches them back from you and just kind of shrugs and like flips you off.
Ludo is very much just bringing that only child energy.
Absolutely.
Oh my god. This is the most ridiculous situation I may have ever encountered in Dungeons
This is
and
the
Dragons.
wildest. This
So
is
we
the
have
fucking best.
We've spent 2 episodes in this one fucking tavern.
Meanwhile, you hand the glasses back. He puts them back on. He immediately gets back into his mode, and he's like, "And the rat is giving the chair back to the snake," and just goes to straight announcer. Corvus, go ahead and give me your attack.
Okay.
I'm listening to Elden Ring boss music while
That's right. The rat is rolling like spam roll.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
The snake Corvus got 6 total
To hit.
piercing damage. I think to hit it was 14, right?
Oh, it was, yeah. Okay, so 6 points of
Yeah.
piercing damage. 6 points of piercing damage. Oh, but now he makes a Constitution saving throw. So you bite into him, and you can hear the little squeak of pain. That's a 5. So
Oh
what is
my god.
the poisonous snake? 3d6.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and roll your 3d6, Ada.
All right. I got 11.
You got 11.
Yes.
This rat tries to like fight back, but just so quickly just is gone. And you just have it in your mouth. I assume you slurp this one down too?
Yes.
Yeah.
May I describe the actions after?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so after slurping down this final rat, Fat Corvus tried to slither their way out of the hole that they came from.
Are they too big to fit through the hole?
Ooh.
Well, I mean, the rats could go in.
The rats could go in, but they're also now... That's adding to the width of Corvus snake,
True.
which
But
is a giant poisonous snake.
I think the official name is Fat Corvus.
Yeah, Fat Corvus. Sorry.
Scientific.
Go ahead and roll an athletics or acrobatics check as a snake.
Okay. I'll roll acrobatics for a +1,
Okay.
and I got 17.
Nice.
You managed to squeeze. It's weird because there are 3 different sections of you that are fat now. So you kind of have to like boom, and then you get a little ways and you get stuck again. You boom, and then you get a little ways and you get stuck again. You boom, and then you're out.
Awesome. And afterward, I want to slither up to the bartender and vomit at his feet.
Oh. No, it's so cursed.
You need proof.
I need fan art of this.
No,
Receipt.
no fan art of this.
No,
Absolutely
no.
not.
This
Oh
is
my.
Cody, the producer, telling all of you out there to give me fan art. I will share it on Twitter, and
I'm
they
writing
can't
these down.
stop me.
We
I
have
don't-
Twitter password. We know it. We know how to get on there and delete a tweet.
There are no words to describe the look of horror on the bartender's face. At least not in the English language. And
Maybe a little in the Scottish.
maybe, but I don't know Gaelic, so a bunch of unintelligible Scottish noises come out of the bartender. That's wrong.
Sounds like he's playing the bagpipes.
We just lost any hope of a Scot, like our audience is Scottish.
Like, fuck you guys.
So you vomit these rats at his feet. They kind of plop wet to the floor.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. He looks at you. Are you, like, trying to... I want you to either make a persuasion or intimidation check. Your choice.
Okay, let's see. I have a -1 for both, so I'll just go for persuasion.
What's the
Amazing.
What's the charisma of a snake?
Tragic, probably.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, go with your charisma.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, druids get to keep their
No,
brain stat.
I know,
Oh,
but
sorry.
if it was better, just because she is a snake in that form, I would have allowed her to use the snake's charisma, but snake's charisma is -4. So
I'd say intimidation
Oh.
could use the animals if you wanted. That would make sense to me.
yeah,
Okay, so the normal -1?
yeah, just use yours.
Well,
Okay,
see, in
well, it's
my
an 8.
head, I imagined, like, them slithering up and then, like, trying to look like a cute little puppy.
Yeah,
Wagging the tail a little bit.
Uh-huh.
like cute snick face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
smiling
smile
with the
as much
fangs.
as I can
Yeah.
with my mouth open,
His Sam Snaku.
dripping venom onto the floor.
Noodle.
Well, I got an 8 -1, so that's 7.
A single gold piece is laid down like 3 feet away from you.
Upsetting.
Oh, I mean, technically that's more than what Glob originally bargained for.
True.
Well, true.
Like a
at
lot
this
An
rate,
hour for 1 gold piece.
I think Corvus would like to transform back to their normal form and pick up that coin and just say, thanks.
The bartender just kind of like gives you a wide-eyed like nod and turns around and just starts chugging.
You gave him a drinking problem.
Yep.
Hmm.
How is the dilettante woman doing after Glob ate
Oh,
her...
she got knocked out
fuck.
when her
Rest
head
Glob.
hit that table. She has
Great.
no idea. She's currently unconscious.
Cut to a
Okay.
week from now, they're missing whatever that thing's called. Posters all over the thing, so nobody would tell her what happened.
Yeah, everyone was too ashamed that they bet on it.
Mhm. All right, Hayes. As soon as like Ludo comes back downstairs and Corvus is done, they like turn the bucket over with Glob inside, and it's like, all right, we need to go.
But what about dinner?
You just had.
But I
Well-
threw it off.
Yep.
I like the little kid energy of Corbett there, but I threw it up.
I threw up.
Ludo raises a finger. Can they get a to-go box? Well, thanks guys so much for listening. That was something. Well, I'm Cody Wilson. You can find my socials over at twitch.tv/Varad. You can catch us over at twitter.com/rollmorepodcast, as well as patreon.com/rollmorepodcast, where you can support us as well as access cool bonus content. Ada's socials are
Twitch.tv/plumpaste. You can find them there.
fantastic. Well, with that said, guys, I want to thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.